So how does he go back to like the original story, right? And when you see him go back, right, like, what the shit is this? Like,
it's like, it's like they say what, you write a compo, then at the end, it's just a dream, that kind of.
yes.
What's up?
And welcome to our coffee shop. I'm your host, Media Leon, and welcome to another episode of the KopiBros Show presented by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you that are tuning in via YouTube or any sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thank you so much for giving us a try, for giving us a listen. Just two Singaporeans that love Korean, say it with me, Paul, dramas. Yeah. Because for today's episode, it's the letter K. Me and my buddy here, Paul, we're going to be talking about K-dramas. First off, before we start this episode, you're probably wondering, where is Brendan? Brendan is away at the moment, so he's not going to be here for this K-drama episode, which he was quite upset about because he's quite a lover boy, oppa.
Yeah, hopeless romantic.
Yeah, he's a hopeless romantic. Oppa Brendan. That's why. Yeah. But Paul, yeah, for yourself, do you like love Korean dramas, or is it something you watch casually, or like do you like much watching?
Actually, to be honest, yeah. Actually, I actually like Korean dramas, but if a little bit fun fact about me is I like to watch Korean dramas based on the actors or actress that I like.
Oh, okay. So it's like
or if like it's really a hype show that everyone's watching, then I will definitely watch it as well.
Okay, so for you, it's more like you follow the actors or the hype, correct?
Yeah, it's either actors or the trend, or word of mouth, Most
word of mouth, Yeah, I think
because my cousins are like
crazy Korean fans.
Crazy Korean, yeah. My another cousin, she learned like Korean until like grade level 3 or 4, like which is like some advanced level already.
Wow,
she's been learning it for like 2 or 3 years already.
Yeah, so it's like she can like listen to the show without subtitles this type, or cannot?
I think can, definitely.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
You know, some people,
I honestly think she can, yeah.
Yeah, you know, some people, right, they're just really like given like the gift of language. You know, like my wife, like I don't know how she can speak so many, she can pick up things very easily. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, I can't say, it's a totally new language that you have to ease into it, like watching shows or this place,
Yeah. Bro, both of us can't even speak Chinese properly.
I only can order food in Chinese.
Yeah, we barely speak English, two of us. Alright, but for today's episode, we're just going to be going through some of the like top. Yeah, okay, so basically we'll go through the details of the segments later, but basically for this episode, we're just going to be talking about K-dramas. And especially, I think, because in Singapore, it's quite a popular thing to absorb Korean culture and like a bunch of this type of stuff. But do you, aside from K-dramas, do you like listen to K-pop? Do you like eat Korean food, this type of thing? Do you have like favorite food?
Korean barbecues and all this for sure. But but listen to Korean music. If it's, I let you know another secret is I listen to like those IU. not so much on like BTS or like Blackpink or this. But
okay.
I actually listen to. I like listening to like Korean dramas, like OST, like the official soundtracks from like Korean dramas and movies.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few shows, right, that like the show itself is okay, but then the songs are like really very nice. Then it's like, wow, like push it up a bit. It just elevates it. Just
I have like a Korean soundtrack playlist.
But do you eat normally like Korean barbecues, those like buffet barbecues, or do you like go to like Korean restaurants to go and eat?
Normally we just go to the buffet, but once in a while, if you're feeling a bit rich, go to like the Tanjung Pagar, go Jijip or Donde Bak, all this.
Yeah, Donde Bak. Have you
Mashi Soyo, bro.
Have you eaten the one that's at Hillview too, the Korean restaurant?
Is it the one at the ground level?
Yes. It's next to it used to be
7-Eleven, right?
It's not 7-Eleven, but it's like there's a burger place, and then next to it there's this Korean restaurant. It's on the stretch with the Starbucks and the Burger King.
Okay, I have not tried it yet.
Yeah. Okay, that one right really is very, very good. That Korean restaurant.
Like a la carte or what?
Yeah, a la carte. But but I must say, right, the owner of the restaurant got attitude problem. It's Korean guy.
Oh really? Sometimes grumpy old man or
Yeah, as a grumpy old man. And he always like got say that he'll go and leave. He'll only come to the work at night. Then in the day he just go and play golf. Like this type of like typical Korean like the
level of comfort I want to reach.
Yeah. Plus he always very prejudiced against like if got Korean people come, right, he'll let the Korean people cut queue, this type.
Oh. Well, let's go and check it out, man.
Yeah. But the food is really very nice. Like I'll put it in this video below. Okay, but because we are still a Kopi show, Paul, actually, this is the first sort of Kopi thing that we're doing with you. Do you actually drink coffee?
Every single day, bro.
Oh, every single day.
Yeah, every single day. If I don't drink, I will get like headache and all this.
Yeah, same, bro. It's like I don't know.
It's too bad. Yeah, we are relying on caffeine too much. I feel like nowadays, even like youngsters like us. Yeah. They're not that young, but.
Yeah, but do you take like black coffee or do you take with milk or like do you take the 3-in-1?
My favorite is like drinking like latte or this. But if I were to go to like Kopitiam or this, I would drink like Kopi Si Kosong.
Oh, Kopi Si Kosong.
Kopi or Siu Dai or Kopi Siu Dai.
Okay, so like for now, right, for your Kopi, what do you drink? Like if you're at home?
Currently now, as you can see.
There's normal black coffee.
It's actually Spider-Man cup. I have the packet here.
Oh, Ahwat.
It's the Ahwat Kopi O Kosong.
It's nice, this one. This Kopi O Kosong.
Yeah, because there's a bit of like a nutty flavor.
Yeah.
Like roasted flavor, you know.
Yeah. So if you were to have like 3-in-1, it's not 3-in-1, like normal just black coffee, this is the one that you recommend, lah.
Yeah, this is the one I recommend because of I'll let you know another secret, sir. In the past, right, I always drink 2-in-1. Like it's the creamer and coffee, right? But because I work in the sports industry, so my colleague was telling me that, hey, bro, I think you shouldn't be drinking that. Then I was like, why? Then because he's a retired footballer, he's like, that time I went to the doctor, and then the doctor said my cholesterol was very high.
Oh,
that is because he was drinking the Nescafe 3-in-1, like 3 to 4 cups a day.
Oh, okay, but 3 to 4 is a lot, lah.
Yeah, but it's because in those 2-in-1, 3-in-1, the creamer they use, right, is actually oil.
Oh.
Like oil that is like powdered form.
Oh, okay.
That's why then after he said that, right, I went to look at the nutrition label, right? The saturated fat per packet is like 9.1 grams.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's really.
Then I was like, oh, okay, let me finish this packet. Then I'm not going to drink like 2-in-1 anymore. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
It really woke me up.
Yeah. It woke you up more than the coffee itself.
More than the coffee, yes.
But when you go out, Starbucks, you drink you drink lattes, lah. Like
I'll drink like latte. Yeah, if like there's Christmas stuff, then I'll drink like the peppermint mocha.
Yeah, but
peanut latte, yeah.
Yeah, once in a while,
but my go-to is like definitely just maybe like a double shot latte.
Oh, double shot latte. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me also, I love coffee also, but I get what you mean, like it's a bit unhealthy, but I think I also try not to take more than one a day, like the already, like.
But sometimes cannot do.
Yeah, sometimes it's just.
Cannot tahan,
Yeah, it's really very hard. Then especially when you wake up in the morning, they can feel like you got a bit of like side headaches or like whatever, then it's like no choice.
Or like the back of your head here.
Yeah.
Like start to pulsate, right? Then you're like, oh, I need a coffee now.
Yeah, man. Wow, hate it. Alright, okay, besides the coffee, let's get into the Korean drama talk. Right, now for this K-drama episode that we're going to be doing for this KopiBros show, we decided that we want to talk about some of our favorite K-dramas or like recommend some shows to you guys, but we also don't want to do it like just so like straightforward, like, Paul, what's your top 5? Then mine was my top 5. Because then there's no fun in that, lah. We want to talk about some of the shows that we feel are a bit overrated also. Okay, so for this, sort of segment, what we're going to do is that we're going to have 3 sort of, like headers for each category. So we're going to have 3 categories. The first up is greatness. So it's like, undisputedly great shows, or you feel like these are like your top 1 and top 2, like the greatest shows that you have. Okay. The second one is hidden gem. So what I feel maybe is a hidden gem is like, not so popular, but it's like great to you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. And then, lastly, we have what do you want to name this last category? Like a shitty Korean, like an overrated thing. What do you want to?
Like what is something overrated? Like Gangnam Style.
Yeah. Okay, like the Psy
of Korean dramas.
Psy of Korean dramas. The Oppa Gangnam Style. Yeah, but I like some of his songs. But yeah, like they're definitely the older Gangnam Style.
Gentleman.
Yeah, gentleman.
Mother, father.
He got the I got it from my mama. Is it? Yeah, I like that song also. Featuring the CL or something like that. I can't remember. All right. Okay. Now let's talk. Let's talk about greatness. Okay, Paul, do you want to start this off first? Like, what do you want? We'll take turns, lah. We just name off.
Okay.
Two each.
Okay, so greatness, I will say, number one will be Crash Landing on You.
Same here, brother. Same. Undisputed. Yeah. It's a
okay,
great
but
show.
you see, I'm wearing the jacket like Hyun Bin.
Hyun Bin.
I'm just a rubbish bin.
Just a rubbish bin.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely one of the like top Korean dramas I watched lah.
Yeah.
Like for them to even dare to like do something like that, right?
Yeah, it's based on the
film
topic,
something
right?
like, such a sensitive topic to North Korea and South Korea also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the show they have like the Batch lah, right? The Batch that had Kim Jong Un's face all this.
Yeah.
But they didn't really use his name, but it's just the supreme leader and all that.
Yeah. I think they insinuated it lah, but they
it's definitely insinuated.
Yeah. But this Hyun Bin also, I saw him recently in another movie that I watched, which is like an action movie. I think I can't remember what's the name of it. I just watched it last week in the cinemas also. But he's got a very like how to say very charismatic feel to him, even though he's playing a very stone actor in the show.
Very strict kind of character. Army guy.
He got a very like presence. I don't know how to explain. Then also I think because he has very broad shoulders, so it looks like he's a very like commanding person or like a leader.
And he's tall also, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's tall also. Yeah. The actress, can you remember her name?
The Soo Hye Jin, is it?
Yeah, they're married right now, the two of them.
Yeah, bro, they are married, bro.
Yeah, what are we into? Yeah.
Soo Hye Jin, yeah.
Yeah, Hye Jin. Yeah. Actually, it's very nice lah that they sort of like get to cap off the...
But also because they're not young anymore, bro, that's why.
Yeah.
They're like quite late on their 30s or maybe early 40s, I think.
Yeah.
And actually, like, I saw a video, I saw on the internet, right, they went to US for their honeymoon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so the moment they land, right, then everyone was like crowding them, then like, could sense like very awkward to them because they never bring their bodyguard or nobody was with them, It's just two of them.
Yeah. They thought they would be like sort of unrecognized, right? Correct? In a way.
Yeah, but little did they know,
Yeah. Especially the power of Netflix, really like push everyone to
elevate
the show.
Korean culture also.
Yeah. Plus the show, right, is really very funny. Like the side characters are all funny with the North Korean soldiers or
the soldiers and then the North Korean village people.
Yeah, the North Korean village people. Yeah, very cute
like they sell the product, the hair product, all this.
Yeah.
Like to them it's such a big thing, Yeah.
Yeah. Very cute. And then also I think it has one of the greatest like if we talk about like romance scenes, the scene where they where she ran across the border, that one, at the end.
Yeah.
Well, it's really very sad, though. I can feel when I watched it the first time, right?
He was like, stop running.
Yeah. Stop.
Because she crossed the demarcation line, right?
Yeah. And it was quite sad, but like, yeah, and I'm quite happy with the way that the show ended because like it's not realistic to have them be together all the time. You know what I mean? Like
Correct.
But I mean, in a way, it was a good way that.
But in a way, he's also like a very privileged North Korean. If you think about
bro.
Like everywhere can come out every year.
Yeah.
And
come out
like,
every year.
Can go to South Korea anytime you want.
Yeah,
a bit unrealistic lah, but yeah. It's true lah, the way that they. But if you think about it, also like she never saw like the soldiers again.
Yeah. She never saw any of the other
friends.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I mean that's the sad reality of North Korea and South Korea, the situation that's there, lor. Yeah lah. They never get to see each other, all this. But I mean, like, if you're talking about like maybe. Do you feel that it should be like romanticizing the border dispute or whatever? But to me, I still think it's a great show, lor. Like I have nothing wrong with the show at all. Like I don't think that there's a bad like moment in the whole show. I think it's very well done.
Yeah, and the side characters, so there's the guy, the North Korean lady and the South Korean guy also. The guy that was a fugitive, right? Yeah.
Then
end up he was like he went Rambo for with the North Korean, like the loan sharks and all that.
Yeah.
The shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun.
Yeah, that's quite funny also. By the way, the guy, one of the soldiers, the Pu Chi Su, the guy with the hair, that he likes to pamper his hair.
yeah. He's damn funny.
You say like he will make her go broke by eating all her food, right? But then she was like the top 1% richest people in North Korea.
Yeah.
The Yoon Seri's choice.
Yeah. Somehow when you watch the show, also you're like, you learn so much about North Korea. Like you think that it's like there's. You know what I mean? Like, you have the perception of communists is like, everyone get the same, but then after you watch it, like, hey, it's not exactly the same. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, not exactly the same. Like,
there's still class divisions. Yeah.
And if you are like a military, you have like certain benefits also, you know?
Yeah. But it's interesting because I thought that everyone has to go through the military. But okay, yeah. Greatness. I think it's undeniable. Crash landing on you. I love every moment of that show. Okay, so for myself, right? Have you watched this show? Called Sky Castle before?
No, I have not. But I did hear about it, bro.
Okay. Let me read you the.
Okay, let's what's it about, sir?
The synopsis. Okay, and I think that it's a satirical series that closely looks at the materialistic desires of the upper class parents in South Korea and how they ruthlessly secure the success of their families at the cost of destroying other people's lives. So basically, Sky Castle is a reference to a location in South Korea where all of these elite people stay in one community. And then, you know how it's very competitive, like the education system in South Korea, right?
Korea.
Yeah, like there's a lot of like,
like they want to get into universities and all this, right?
Yeah, like universities or even getting to like the best schools, all this lah. So it shows, in this show, how like the people of the elite communities, right, they are so competitive with each other and they all want their children to succeed, all this, right? And woven in that, right, there's like a lot of intrigue and mystery, and also there's like murder stuff inside the show lah. And yeah. And when I was looking up the rankings for the best Korean, like the TV ratings, right, I think this one came up third overall, highest.
Like of all time.
Yeah, of all time, which I was quite shocked, no, because I mean, like I thought it was like more of a hidden gem thing, but then when I looked at the thing, I was like, wow, it's like, how can you like deny that it's such a iconic show, yeah. But for the cast itself, right, a lot of it's very female led, and to be honest, right, it's a lot of cast members where you look at them and then you'll be like, I can remember their face, but I can't remember their name. You know what I mean? Like that kind of.
Because Korean names are hard, you know.
Yeah.
It's undeniable.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of them, I feel I've seen them star as side characters but never as lead characters. But I must say, like, everyone in the show did very well in this thing.
So it's like this show is like a lot of side characters like put together lah.
Yeah.
Side characters of other series.
Yeah. And then also there's a lot of everyone acted very well. So like the children of the families, they all act well. The parents all act well, and then after that, like the sort of like the political.
How big is the cast?
Yeah. But I don't really know the
names.
Let me read off like a few. Then maybe we can like see whether you know or not.
I know of one of the old Nara is an old lady. Like it's a bit middle aged.
Yes. This old Nara. Yeah, she's on a lot of Korean variety shows with like Onara. Then also like Yam Jung Ha, who's the overzealous mother.
The main character, is it?
Yeah. And then also they also go to a tutor who is like the head tutor, who's a very, very evil woman. Like I say evil like very
manipulative.
Yeah. But she's also in that role lah. So one of the shows that I really consider it great lah is Sky Castle, because they balance the whole thing well. It's not really romantic, but it's very like mysterious, then drama, then you get to go and like, then there's a like continual plot that you have to go and find, which is like my kind of show lah, which is more like intrigue.
I will give it a watch.
Yeah, I think this one is really
the next circuit breaker.
Oh dear.
Yeah, bro. During the circuit breaker, I watched like I managed to catch up a lot on like a lot of Korean dramas. I think I watched like one series one series in 2 days.
Oh yeah.
Just continue going.
Yeah. During the circuit breaker, we do a lot of nonsense together. We play FIFA.
Play GTA for like what, 14 hours?
14 hours. But we're sleeping, right? We're still, our characters moving in a circle to mine
to craft the coins.
Yeah, craft the coins. I was going to say something else, but then don't want to get peddling money.
Don't get cancelled,
Yeah, going to get cancelled. Okay, what more great show do you have?
Alright, bro. Another one that I like a lot, right? But I will classify it as a hidden gem later. But never mind, I will put it now as another one for greatness is While You Were Sleeping.
Yeah, it's a good show,
Yes.
brother. Why you're
Yeah,
sleeping?
bro.
Yeah.
Like the show is about this girl who is able to see like visions, right? Like she has dreams that will come true eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually the show, like sorry to anyone who hasn't watched it yet, but the show starts when she actually dreams of her own like downfall, her own death.
Demise. Yeah.
Yeah. It starts when she says she woke up from a coma. Then the first thing she woke up from a coma is like her mom died. Trying to pay her hospital bills because she's been in a coma for so many years.
Yeah.
But she remembered that in the dream where she woke up, she had long hair.
Okay.
So the first thing she tried to do is to make that dream not come true is to cut away her hair. So her hair for majority of the show was short lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this actress is actually played by Susie Bae. Yeah.
Is she your favorite, by the way?
Actress?
In general, I guess, would you say?
Yes, I will say one. She and another one, which I will mention later.
Yeah. She's from what band? Do you know?
I think she was a solo artist. I'm not very sure, but last time, when she was started out, there was this series called Dream High, which a lot of the like famous artists now they actually start in the show last time together, like Suzy Bae, IU, that guy from the what's that show? I can't remember. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
He comes. His name's pop out. Yeah, it's a lot of them that they are acting in that show actually. Like so, that show they break away, then they become like solo artists or like solo actress.
Yeah. What's the male actor's name? Do you know? Oh, I can't remember his name.
The male actor's name is dating IU now.
Oh, he's dating IU now. That guy.
Yeah, the main actor with
he's got very, 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 very like fair complexion.
Yeah,
right.
very, very fair complexion. And he looks a bit like a vampire, like those Korean Edward Cullen or something, right?
Cullen.
Edward Cullen, yeah. Lee Jong-suk, I think.
Yeah, Lee Jong-suk.
Lee Jong-suk, yeah. What a lucky guy, he get to be Suzy, then now he get to be IU now.
Yeah. He was in Pinocchio, right?
Right. Pinocchio and is it Hometown? No, Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. Yeah,
not
Hometown Cha-Cha is another guy, yeah.
Yeah, the Hometown Cha-Cha guy also going through a lot of shit. The guy got his own
bullying last time or something, right?
Yeah, the subway. Yeah, and then the subway under kick him off the
advertisement.
And one more thing that I like about this While You're Sleeping, right? I love the soundtrack, the OST.
Yeah. Baby, I'm falling.
Yeah.
Head over heels. Yeah, actually, I heard this song a lot in like a few weddings that I attended.
Yeah, it's a very nice song.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. His name, it's an Angmo name, right?
Oh, it's not sung by a
It's sung by a Korean, but he's not a typical Korean like singer. Like, cause he doesn't do like pop music, this kind of thing. He does like more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's very well known for like the violin, like playing the violin or this. I can't remember that. Yeah, I'll put it up in the graphic later. But they also have one more song that they always play. It's Lucid Dreams. You know that? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Lucid. Because it matches the title of the show. Right?
Yeah,
it's supposed to lie.
Yeah. I love the soundtrack for that show. Yeah, but were you happy with like how they like ended the whole show, like the series or this thing? Which like,
I mean, it's like towards the last few episodes, it's so predictable that the
outcome, right?
Yeah, the outcome is
don't spoil it. Yeah. But
it's actually quite a long show. Yeah, it's been out for like 6 years already, I think. Yeah.
I know. Statute of limitations. Like just avoid spoilers. Okay. Okay. For myself.
Yeah, your second great show.
Yeah. Actually, no, your Sky Castle. So your Sky Castle and Crash Landing for me lah.
Oh, so we have one in common.
Yeah, one in common. All right, now let's move on to the next category, which is hidden gems. Okay, but before we move to hidden gems, right? Do you have any honorable mentions that you wanted to put in greatness? Like maybe popular shows that you really like. They are great lah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Squid Game to me is a great show, but I don't want to pick it because I'm sure everyone watched it already lah. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I say Squid Game. I will put Squid Game in this category, but also a bit of a third category.
Yeah, but the thing about Squid Game, right, is that it really, how to say, it dived into a very, very deep subject matter, which is like money and like death, like greed lah. You know what I mean? Like and then the way
like
that
survival in a at one point it becomes like survival also, you know.
Yeah. The game definitely. But what do you think will be the outcome for the next Squid Game? Do you if you make a prediction?
I think right, the next one is about this what's the the guy at the first part of the last part of the first show he decided to U-turn and go and find the game master, right? Yeah, so I think what he might do is I think he will manage to get himself in.
Okay.
Under the guidance, under the some way.
Guys,
maybe he go and find the goblin guy again at the train
the
station.
goblin guy. Yeah. What's the actor's name?
Then,
the goblin guy.
I'm very bad with Korean names, but he's from Goblin, right?
Yeah. But yeah lah.
And then maybe he will like. But the only thing I'm scared is he becomes the next game master.
Serious? You think that he'll become the next game master?
Or maybe they have like something on him, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because he really showed that he got his daughter. They really know that he was going to find his daughter and all that, right?
Yeah. For sure. What do you think are like some games that they can play? For the... Yeah. Dude, I was thinking about this, right? Can you imagine it'd be so crazy if they were to play like the Running Man, the tag thing? Like
then they use the Running Man actors, huh?
Yeah, they rip off the back of the thing. Yeah, maybe like hopscotch, this type of thing. You know what I mean? Because it's a game that they play in Korea.
Or like something like some silent library. If someone makes noise, then they get shot. Yeah, something like that, you know, yeah.
Oh yeah, silent library.
Or like they have to navigate through something to get there. But then if someone sees you or you make noise, then you get shot.
Oh yeah. Or do you think like, you know, like the famous game that they played, the first one, right, was the
red light, green light.
Yeah, red light, green light. Do you think they'll do something else like similar to that, but then maybe they put it more extreme?
Like hide and seek.
Hide and seek. Yeah, maybe hide and seek will be a good one, huh? Like maybe they like hide and seek. Or like,
but within a confined area or something like that.
Yeah.
But then eventually it's quite hard, so because I think they will get, if it's within a confined area, you get found quite easily.
Yeah. Okay,
but okay, I think I forgot one honorable mention. I think it's like Kingdom.
Oh yeah, Kingdom is nice, bro.
It's nice. Yeah. Oh, the zombie,
yeah. But I ended up watching it by myself because like my wife
gory scenes, your wife don't wanna.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah. But in general, zombie stuff, Korean, it's not, they don't do it that often, like Korean stuff, like the military.
I mean, if it's not series, but like movie, very famous, the Train to Busan, right?
Yeah. Okay, one more honorable mention for me is this show called War of Married Couple. Have you heard before?
I have not, sir.
I really recommend, right, if you want to dive into divorce or marriage, right, I really recommend this show. Because it's about how this wife, she have a husband she really loves, and then at the end of the first episode, she find out that the husband has an affair lah. Then, and it's like and then when she found out that she has an affair, right, like found out that all of the friends also know, like
except her.
Yeah, except her. So it's like that's how the crazy the show starts off lah. Then they have the husband, right? He's one of the few characters, right? I think he's on the same level for me as like the Joffrey in Game of Thrones. I hate you.
I hate him.
Like I hate you, dickhead. That type of like show lah. Yeah, War of Married Couple. I really recommend. Okay. Next up is the Hidden Gem.
Hidden Gem. You want to go first this time, sir?
Okay, I will go first. Okay, so my first Hidden Gem, right, is this show that's produced by this network called OCN. So have you heard of OCN before?
It's one of like the TV, like the.
Yeah. It's like a TV, like one of them. But they're not known for doing more like the drama, love stuff. They're known for doing more like very dark topics. So for instance, if you've seen shows like The Voice, you know I heard of it. Yeah. So
but it's also like Korean drama. It's like also a series lah.
Yeah, Korean dramas, but they're more dark. So like they are very like they dive into very, very like obscure subject matter lah. So for the first show, right, is this show called Save Me. So have you heard before?
Save Me. Is it the new?
Yeah. No, it's not.
I've not watched it.
Yeah, okay. So the cast of this Save Me, right? Let me read the plot to you.
The girl is So Ye Ji.
Yeah, so the girl, right, is the it's okay to not be okay.
It's okay to not be okay. Yeah, that girl.
Yeah, that girl. And then the main actor, right, is the guy that's the what's his name? Taekyon. Yeah, he was from Vincenzo the Villain.
Okay, Taekyon.
Yeah, okay. You know the Vincenzo the Villain, right?
Yeah.
The owner conglomerate one. So basically the plot of this, right, is that Im Sang-mi and her family moved from Seoul to the suburb of Muji County. So they moved from the Seoul to the suburbs. And then in the suburbs, a religious cult has most of the county in its grasp with a large number of followers. The cult disguises itself as a peaceful church. But then dark secrets, torture, violence, and murder lurk underneath the church. Yeah. So basically, right, it's about how this cult sort of like trap the main girl. Then after that, it's about how these outsiders, this group of boys, right, have to find a way to get her out of the cult. So it's a very, very dark
trap her as in like what? Kidnap her like that?
Sort of. Like in
like a gang like that. She cannot get out that kind.
They kidnap her for a specific reason, a religious reason. So it's like like there's very dark undertones to the whole thing, and then they of teach you about how cults brainwash people. So they show you how like the family come into town, right? How they brainwash the father, how they brainwash the mother, then how they slowly get involved in the
whole
cult.
Family, all this,
yeah, the whole family end up like stuck in the cult. Then after that, it's about how they have to try and get her out of the cult to save her life. So it's very, very interesting. Yeah. And then if you ever like understand how cult works, right? Most of the time, the number one thing that sort of the number one thing that makes a cult succeed, right, is always because they have a charismatic leader. The first like number one ruling for every cult, is that the leader must be a very, very charismatic and very, very like ideological person that people want to follow. So the plot is about how there's this pastor that's in this church, right, that is like a very, very iconic like evil villain. So there's yeah, so if you want to watch, like, dive into a bit more of a dark subject matter, you want to have some excitement, right? I would really recommend this show, OCN, Save Me. Yeah.
OCN, Save Me.
Yeah, and it's the show that propelled that girl to, like, stardom,
It's okay not to be okay, right?
Yeah. But I know for a fact that girl, right, she's not a easy actress. Like, she's a very...
I heard like, even that It's Okay Not to Be Okay also, like, I saw articles, like, she's quite difficult to handle, or
Yeah.
She's very, like,
very, very like stuck up, like the typical stuck up lady that type. Yeah. So for me, that's a hidden gem because it's not very well known. This show. Like you never heard of it before.
Even I also never heard of it before. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, but the ratings for it are always always been very good and it sort of like made OCN big. Like they Save Me and The Voice which is the two shows that made them big. Yeah. Okay, next up for you.
Nice. All right, bro. Sir, this next show, right, is called My Mister. Have you heard of it before?
No, I have not. Okay, I've heard of it, but I don't know what's the plot.
Okay, so My Mister, right, is actually the main character is actually Mr. Park from Parasite.
Oh,
the father.
Yeah.
The one that lying on the sofa. Yeah. And the co-main is actually IU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So IU is like my second favorite actress. But I prefer her, to be honest, I prefer her as a singer than actress.
Susie.
Yeah.
Oh,
I prefer IU as a singer, but I prefer Susie as an actress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So IU's voice is like super.
Yeah,
I think better than like Blackpink combined. I disclaimer. Personal preference. Yeah.
You think Brandon is not on this episode? Come over and beat you up.
Yeah, he will disagree on me on this, but I think he will agree with me like. Base Susie. Yeah,
basically, I think he agrees with you, basically.
Yeah, so actually this My Mister, right, is a story about three brothers. So Mr. Park and his two younger brothers, right, they're already like middle age, like 40, 50-ish.
Okay.
But the two younger brothers they're like unemployed their whole life. Yeah, so Mr. Park is the one that is working and trying to survive day to day in his like mundane life of work. So the story starts out very slow. It's to show you like how
monotonous their life is.
Yeah, very monotonous. So IU is actually, she comes from a very troubled background. Like her parents were killed like by loan sharks.
Oh, okay.
So she lives with a grandmother who is deaf. Okay, so but as growing up, right, she will find all ways to earn money .
Yeah, like
and actually
hustler. Like she hustles for
hustler,
money.
but it's like she does all those like very shady things.
Yeah, okay.
Like not like prostitution, but like she will go and like steal or
like con artist or like
con artist, correct. So apparently she works in the same company as Mr. Park, right?
Okay.
But Mr. Park and the boss don't get along because Mr. Park's boss is his junior from secondary school.
Oh, okay. But he's now more successful than him.
Yes, correct. And plot twist, the boss, right, is having an affair with Mr. Park's wife.
Oh!
Yeah. So, but he doesn't know, like, Mr. Park doesn't know.
Okay.
So, one day, she found out that the boss was...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, she tried to, like, help the boss get rid of this Mr. Park. Because the boss and him don't get along, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in the future, like, cause in the show, there's a board meeting coming up to determine the next, like, board member. So a lot of people, like, thought that Mr. Park can be the next member.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I cut the long story short, she actually helped the boss to try to get rid of Mr. Park. But then, what she do is, like, she go and wiretap Mr. Park's phone without him knowing. Yeah. So after a while, she keep listening to what his daily life is every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until a point, she start pitying him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so imagine she already take the money from the boss to go and get rid of this Mr. Park, but in the end, she feel like she pity him, right? End up, right, she like develop feelings for him.
Oh, okay.
But in the movie, in the show, she's like 18 years old, like the very, very young, that kind, yeah.
Okay.
Then Mr. Park also found out that she borrowed money from loan sharks. Yeah, then eventually, she do a lot of things behind the scene to help Mr. Park get she become like promoted and all this, yeah. So it's actually it's a very dark show also in a way, because like love affair, all this, you know. Yeah, then she actually like committed murder because somebody was like beating her grandmother, like the loan sharks, so she killed the loan shark, yeah.
Okay.
So to me, it's like one of the most underrated shows that I think not a lot of people know.
But it's very... Did they at the end sort of like, how to say, did they end up together? I want to ask a question that I don't spoil the...
Because it's very inappropriate in a way.
Okay, so it's not a romantic relationship. It's a very like...
No, it's clear that she likes him, but he's already married and has kids, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, but eventually he also finds out that his wife cheating on him on this. So it's very... to see how he responds to that also quite heartbreaking. But then I would say the ending is a good ending.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, now this sounds like a show that I'm like I want to go and watch.
you might like it because there's a lot of actors that's inside. So do you know what's that lady's name again? You watch the Sky Castle, that the lady we were talking about just now?
Yeah.
Onara.
Yeah, Onara.
Yeah, Onara is inside. Then you know the Kwon Nara. You know Kwon Nara, the Itaewon class.
Itaewon class.
That pretty good.
yeah. No, she's one of the few actresses, right? When I saw her the first time, right, I was like, wow, she's very pretty. Like this, Kwon Nara.
Like very
unique, very unique.
Like model, very like model kind of actress, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, he's a different looking actress, Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Netflix for a while. Yeah, so you can just go and find ways you can watch it. Highly recommend it.
So it's not on Netflix anymore,
occasionally you come and go, lah. But I think if you find it, should be there.
Yeah,
I highly recommend to those who haven't watched it yet.
Okay. I'm sure if you have a VPN, right, you can like find a way to go in.
You can just watch it online also.
Yeah. Okay. For me, my next one is also another OCN show.
All right.
Okay. So this show is called Tunnel. Have you heard before?
Tunnel. I think I saw the Netflix thing. Yeah. Thumbnail.
Tunnel, right? So I find it's a bit like this show called Signal. Do you watch Signal?
No.
Okay. So Jin Yong, right? Jin Yong is the one that he recommended me to go and watch Signal, which is another like very famous show. The actress that is in the Judge, the Judge show, the one that was on Netflix recently, or the Queens under the Queen's umbrella.
Okay, I think I know. Yeah.
The actress that act with her eyebrows on, she always like very good with the eyebrow stuff lah. So this Jin Yong was telling me like if you like sort of murder mysteries or this type of show, right? This is the kind of show that you'll like lah. Then after that, he told me that actually you might like this show called Tunnel, which is similar to Signal. And then when I watched Tunnel, right, I was like, oh, I love it. So basically, it's about this police officer, who is like trying to figure out this murderer case lah. So it's around 1986, right? Then the murderer run through this specific tunnel, right? When he ran through the tunnel, right, he come out is 20 like
a time traveling tunnel, right?
Yeah. So but when he runs back into the tunnel again, right, it's like he cannot go back. So in a way, right, he's stuck in the modern day trying to solve the case that was unsolved from his era lah. So so basically the plot is like he's just trying to figure out how to solve this case, like and how to go back. Yeah. And then also in
1986.
In a way also he formed sort of like a relationship or like a foundation in the modern time, right? Then to him it's like do I want to go back? Do I want to like, you know what I mean? Like So
that's so cool, yeah.
And the actor, the main actor, right? He's a very familiar face type of actor, but his name is Choi Jin-hyuk.
Jin-hyuk.
Yeah, who is the elder brother of Lee Min-ho in The Ass. You know The Ass?
I know Lee Min-ho, yeah.
Yeah. He's the older brother lah.
Oh, okay. No wonder got the same like facial shape.
Yeah, facial shape. Yeah. And I love it lah. So he time travels 30 years into the future in 2016 and he meets a new partner. And then when the serial killer continues his modus operandi of his murders that happened 30 years ago, then he's like sort of have to go and redo the case again lah. So he has to go figure out this murderer. And the plot is really
Did he backtrack? Because you go 30 years, you can actually like find backtrack the investigation, right?
Yeah. Then they were like, how come you like know all of the murderers like habits or the like very, very interesting lah. Yeah. So as you can sort of tell, right, I love like more of these type of K-drama.
Yeah, murder mysteries, like
murder mysteries.
Not horror, but like dark.
Yeah, interesting subject matter. That's not like but I do love the loved ones, but like I will recommend this type because I think Paul recommends more of the loved ones lah.
I'm also a hopeless romantic.
Okay, but besides my Mr. What's the other show that you have that you recommend?
For the underrated one, right?
Yeah,
okay, I don't think it's very hidden gem, but I think it's a show that I think for a period of time a lot of people was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually called My Name.
My Name. It sounds
familiar. The Han Soo-hee, she starred in this like mafia box.
Oh yeah.
That show, yeah.
Yeah. She's the
and then the police officer is actually the bad guy from Itaewon Class.
Yes.
So that show actually quite, in a sense, is quite. I wouldn't say it's not a great show, but it's a hidden gem lah to me.
Yeah.
If you watch it, it's actually quite.
She was really like how to say she put on a lot of muscle like for the show like
correct, yeah, and then she go and learn like kickboxing and jiu-jitsu for the role, you know,
yeah. Plus it's very realistic.
It's like in a way, it's like if you compare it to American shows, like maybe like Wanted, you know.
Yeah.
And like the gun, like all guns and all that, you know,
yeah.
American mafia.
Han Soo-hee also, right, is the
New Moon, Abalone.
The Abalone, yeah.
Every day when you can see her face.
Yeah. It's Han Soo-hee, the My Name girl. But she's also like become very like big over the past
elevate, right? Suddenly her movies or like her TV shows all elevate her,
Yeah. But do you know why she became so big? Like the specific, what show made her big and famous?
Is it Nevertheless?
No. The show that really made her huge, right, is the World of Married Couple, which is the one that I was going to put as the great. Because she's the one that's the affair girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's the girl, the mistress lah.
Yeah, she's the mistress lah. Then after you watch yeah.
That put her on the radar.
Yeah, it made her like huge,
drama,
huge in Korea. Because until now, right, this World of Married Couple is the number one watch show in Korea, like for ratings ever.
Okay, then I will watch it.
Yeah, I really recommend it. All right, My Name. Yeah, I also forgot about that show. Don't know whether we'll have a second season, right? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't think because the
main villain,
and then if any other time you try to like force it, you know, certain things that you leave it as a one season to be nicer.
Yeah. All right, now let's go to the Sai, the Gangnam Style section.
Gangnam Style, overrated,
overrated Korean dramas. Okay. Paul, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first? Up to you.
Okay. I can go first.
Okay,
I wouldn't say it's overhyped. I would say it's overrated or I would say overrated. It's actually the movie I just mentioned is the Nevertheless.
Nevertheless.
Yeah. You know what show?
I've heard of it, but why do you think it sucks? Or why do you think it's overrated?
Because I feel like it portrays a very bad image of like relationships, you know. Okay, so basically Han Soo-hee and this guy is act in Love Alarm. What's his name? The
Song Kang, is it?
Song Kang, yeah, correct.
Yeah, Song Kang.
Song Kang is like, in this show, he's like player. He's like a player that, like, he goes on a lot of, he meets people at the bar and like, he'll tell them this butterfly story to get them to like, sleep with him lah. Every other time. So she already knows like, he's this kind. So at first she was very cautious lah. She's very wary about it. So she will not like fall for his like charms or whatever, you know. Like his moves, she will like just brush off. But eventually he's very persistent and then it worked lah for him. But after a while, then also her childhood friend end up, they reconnected again, like after so many years. Then he confessed that he liked her.
Oh, okay.
So actually, in this show, right, they make this childhood guy, right, very likable. So a lot of people will side him, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But then end up she don't want him because she still want that guy. That like use her and like play with her feelings or this stuff. So end of the day, right, it just shows that no matter how bad the guy is, right, as long as
he can still get it.
As long as he apologizes, he can still get the girl. Yeah. So it's like the way the story pans out is a bit weird lah. Yeah.
Okay. So for you, it's like you don't like the story that way that it ends lah, and the idea that you can do things
I'm okay
without
if the ending is sad or like if it doesn't work out, but
more of the morality,
the direction. The morality of it, correct. Yes.
Yeah. You don't agree with the subject
direction.
The direction of the show lah. But I guess like it's trying to be very honest about how guys like. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
maybe the clear depiction that really good guys really finish last, that kind, you know.
Yeah, which sucks.
Yeah.
Though. I mean, like it's quite sad lah. But you know
but let's not point names, huh?
Let's not point names. But it was definitely huge on Netflix lah. This
definitely, bro. Yeah, definitely because of her lah. Because of him also. A lot of girls like Song Kang and a lot of guys like Han Soo-hee also.
Yeah, Han
so
Soo-hee.
In a way, they could look quite compatible in the show. Yeah, just that maybe if he was the good guy and it'd be even better, you know. Yeah, that kind.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Okay, interesting. My sort of like sci show. Okay, I don't know whether I'll get cancelled for this. Because it's like a lot of people when they talk about like love drama, I think for our age, they talk about this show. And to be honest, I watched it. It really propelled one actress to become a huge superstar lah. Would you like to make a guess? What do you think it is? It's like maybe 10 years ago, 5 or 6, 7 years ago lah.
I got a brain fart. Sorry.
Okay. The girl, right? I think on TV, right? She's the best crier I have ever seen. She can cry like nobody's business.
Is it the one from Good Doctor or something? The actress?
Park Shin-hye.
Park Shin-hye, is it?
Of Alhambra, right? I think The Heirs, right, is a super overrated show. You know The Heirs, right? It's like the
Park Shin-hye.
Yeah. You know The Heirs, the show? The Lee Min Ho one.
Is it the doctor one?
No. It's the one where it's like how to say
It's called The Heirs.
Yes, it's called The Heirs.
The ASS.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, let me go and check it out.
But I noticed that she always cry whenever I watch like shows.
Bro, she's the best. Like she really can cry her heart out lah. So The Heirs, right? I'm not sure. Is the Inheritors? It's like the
The Inheritors. Yeah.
The Heirs, the Inheritors. Yeah. So because I was thinking that another name for it lah. So basically, it's like they just talk about how like she's some poor girl, then she end up like this rich guy, the Lee Min Ho, then after that, how they end up sort of like liking each other, all this. First of all, right, I just think that the Park Shin-hye aside, right, I really think she can really act lah. This Park Shin-hye, yeah, she can. Every show I've seen her in, right, yeah,
cry on command, like.
Yeah, she's the best crier I've ever seen in a Korean drama. She can really just cry her heart out, right? But the plot itself is so like stupid. Like the love story is dumb. The idea of like it's a very overplayed plot line to say like the elite cannot get with a young. Yeah, I never understood that. And why is it that a rich person cannot get with a poor person just because they are rich and poor?
Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
and all, yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's something that I cannot like understand, because if you love someone, you just love someone, right? It doesn't matter.
Irregardless of.
Then it's like if you don't do this, then I'll disown you. Then it's like the like very dumb type of like college.
Very traditional, yeah.
Yeah. And this Lee Min Ho, right? The actor. I must say he's not a great actor, lah. To me, he's a very
He looked more like a Gatsby model, like.
Yes. But he's famous because of Boys Over Flowers. The Meteor Garden, the
he's very
Korean.
famous for the meme also, right?
Yeah, for the meme also.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I forgot about it, man. Yes, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but the other actor also, the Kim Woo Bin, right?
Yeah, Woo Bin.
I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, but he's also a bit sad because he actually got sick like a few years ago. Yeah, and he went out way for
Yeah. But the Woo Bin also, like, I always remember him in Running Man. He always get owned by the Jungkook. Every time they do like those physical challenge, he get kinda trash. Yeah. So, but basically it's just, to me, I think it's an overrated show because it's like a high school drama that, like rules don't apply to the rich people just because they're rich. So they get to do like horrible stuff to other people. Then just because she's poor, then they pick on her. That type of stuff. Yeah. They paint the elite of Korea to be very like ugly lah. Like the elite students are very spoiled brats and all this lah. Yeah. To me, I really didn't like the show. So yeah, okay. The ass for me. You have one more overrated?
I would say overrated, but can I say like disappointed?
Okay, sure.
Something that I watched that I found that I liked it in the beginning, but towards the end I found it a bit meh.
Okay,
because of the ending.
Okay. Yeah,
Vagabond.
Yeah, Vagabond. Yeah.
Vagabond, it started so well, like the first maybe 10, 12 episodes.
Yeah. Suzy is in that also, right?
Suzy and the other guy. The martial artist.
yeah, the martial artist, the guy.
Yeah, by the way, it's because it's like action packed, very nice. Then they went to film in like Morocco, Europe, right? And then but the ending was bad, I feel. And then the worst part is they didn't do a sequel, so it will forever be left in like that
this air of like nowhere, like in the grey area.
Yeah, but actually it's a series that a lot of people like though. Because of the casting, the two of them. Because they in the previously also they acted in a series together also, like those olden day Korean dynasty. Yeah, I can't remember the name, but yeah, they actually acted together before. So when this show came out, it's like a reunion, These two casted together again. Yeah. But do you remember much about the show? Because it's quite a while back though.
Yeah, it's a while back. I remember just a lot of action, and I remember the action being very good. But this is something that I find a lot of Korean dramas have a problem with.
They whack it with action, right? They spam.
Yeah, not say they whack it with action, but in a way like they have a very good, let's say, main plot. So they have an idea for a plot that is very, very good. But then because the idea of the plot is so good, they can't figure out a way to conclude the story. So a lot of times, right,
because like they run out of like the running time ending already, they can, right?
Yeah, or like
if you get 20 episodes, they can.
Yeah, or like they come up with a very interesting concept, but then they don't know how to wrap up the story, so they just come up with a very like lousy ending. So
or like cliffhanger ending kind,
yeah, like cliffhanger ending, or like you feel that the ending is like, like what was the point of this, or very like disappointing ending. Like for instance, Vincenzo, right? Yeah. I love the Vincenzo the whole way through, right? But then the moment they came to the ending, I was like, this is such a dumb ending.
Some dumb way to end the show.
Yeah. And then like the way that they hide the goal or in that show is so stupid. like doesn't make any sense or whatever. Then there's also one more show that I thought like the ending was very, very stupid. Yeah, there's a few lah. There's a bunch of shows that I always feel like they cannot conclude the show properly. Yeah. There's another show that Junki is in called Reborn Rich.
Reborn Rich.
Yeah, View.
I haven't been watching new Korean dramas, but yeah.
Yeah. So this
I agree
Reborn Rich,
like some.
Yeah, this Reborn Rich, right? Yeah. If I was gonna say like if you're gonna context it under like not say overrated, but in a way like disappointing, right? I would say that this is one of the most disappointing because the plot line, right, is so good. Like they really come up with a very clever idea, and then they reach the ending, right? It's such a stupid ending. Like I feel like why they pick this type of ending, because they cannot figure out a way to conclude the story. Yeah lah.
Oh, yeah. Because maybe the script writers, they do very nice. Like first 10, 12 episodes, very sweet, right?
Yeah.
Then after realize, we have 4 episodes left to wrap everything out. Then like, oh no.
Yeah. So like, the idea of Reborn Rich, right, is that this guy, he works in a big conglomeration for this family lah. Okay. Yep. This family, right, they are like the Samsung of Korea, like, or whatever. So, basically, in this organization, right, the grandfather, who is the founder of this corporation, is like a very well-known figurehead lah. So it's like sort of the Bill Gates of Korea or whatever lah. Then this Junki, he will always like read his memoirs or this lah to go and like learn about the culture of the company or this lah. Yeah. So basically what happens is that he gets screwed over. He ends up getting sort of shot in the head or whatever in the first episode. But he wakes up as the son, as one of the grandchildren of this Yeah, many
Reborn
years.
Rich.
Yeah, Reborn Rich. So he reborn into this family law. And then he has the knowledge of all of the events that happen for the past 40 years. So he sort of like can like say predict the World Cup Korea is going to end up where, or he know like the Korean crisis is going to be when, or he knows like that. So he end up like he built a very rich portfolio. Rich portfolio for himself. So you see his rise to like money, all this, right? It's very amazing lah. But then when they link it back, like, so how does he go back to like the original story, right? And when you see him go back, right, like, what the shit is this? Like,
it's like, it's like they say what, you write a compo, then at the end, it's just a dream, that kind of.
Yes.
Then you like waste your time, that kind.
Yeah, then it's like, if it's a dream, then I watch the whole thing is pointless, lor. Like, do you know what I mean? Like
you invest so much, right? Oh no,
yeah. All right. Yeah, that was going to be my sort of disappointing pick. The Reborn Rich. Junki, come on, man. Yeah. Oh, I also wanted to ask you, right? Do you like the Descendants of the Sun?
I watched bits and pieces of it. I didn't really like watch the whole thing, you know.
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's not great. You know what I mean? Like
it's like, I think like Crash Landing on You is better, you know.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
Yeah. Also got one more show that just came out on Netflix called Glory. You watch?
Oh, I didn't watch, bro.
Yeah, I highly recommend. Because the second part is
Glory, Sky Castle.
Yeah, Glory, Sky Castle, War of Mary Copper. These 3. Yeah.
War of Mary Copper, yep. Okay. For you is My Mister.
Yeah, My Mister. For me, it's My Mister.
Yes.
All right, that was our K-drama episode.
Get out of here!
Oh, look at the time. The coffee shop is closing, but in the meantime, if you enjoyed the episode, please remember give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe. We have episodes that drops every Monday, but at the same time, also, if you're interested in football content, we have the Football Kaki that drops every Wednesday. And also, if you're interested in draft formats and maybe like game show formats, you have the SG Draft Podcast that drops every Friday. We hope you guys take care. Valentine's Day is this week. Please return your tray, and remember,
a Kopi a day keeps your troubles away.
Where did the Kopi packet come from?
Always with me.
Yeah. Stay away from the creamer and the milk. You don't want to get...
No more 2-in-1, no Nescafe.
Yeah, no more Nescafe. All right. Bye, Paul. Thanks.
Thanks, bro.